What's up, guys? Welcome back to this series on my channel. If you're new around here and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Also, if you've been around my channel and you've been watching my videos and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe as well. In this video, we're just going to go over about how to put a transition in between your clips, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into the video. Alright, what we're going to do for this part of the video is first we're going to open After Effects like usual. And what we're going to do is, you see how this in between clips the transition is just, there is no transition. It just looks pretty plain. So what we're going to do is add one or two effects to this just to kind of smooth out the transition and make it not as harsh and kind of like a cinematic feel. More of a cinematic feel. So first you're going to go up to your effects and presets and you're going to type in brightness and contrast right here, and then you're going to make a new adjustment layer down here in your composition. You're going to make sure it's on the top so it affects everything below it. And in this case here, I'm just going to trim, actually no, I'm not. I'm going to leave it just like that because I might end up making this video a little bit longer and adding stuff to it, so we might need it in the future. So the first thing I'm going to do is go up here where we got our brightness and contrast, and we're going to drag that down onto our adjustment layer, and then it should pop up over here in the left windows, brightness and contrast. So what I usually do for this one, for just brightness and contrast, I'll go back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll go back about 10 frames or so. It kind of depends on the clip. Sometimes you want more, sometimes you want less. It's all just different. And I'm gonna keyframe both of these, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make sure I click U so I can see my keyframes down here below my adjustment layer. And right about here, I'm gonna take my brightness and contrast up so it looks probably max. Yeah, just max for both of them. That's what I'll do with that. And then I'm gonna go page down on my keyboard. Yeah, page up and page down is how you scroll through your frame by frame through the timeline. So I'm just gonna go 10 forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're gonna take our brightness and contrast. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, we're gonna take our brightness and contrast to 0. I was thinking that was weird, but back down to 0, which would be default. So now we get this kind of, well, if it'll render instead of, see how it kind of lightens up. Now this looks like alright, but to add a little bit like extra smoothness to it, you can go up here in your effects and presets again, and you can search, I think it's camera lens blur. Well, if I can spell it right. Spelling is not my strong suit, guys. Camera lens blur, right here. And you can just drag that down onto your timeline as well. And then you're going to go to your first keyframes right here, hold shift to lock onto them. And we're going to take the blur radius all the way down here. Well, we're going to keyframe it first by clicking this little clock icon. And then we're going to drag it all the way down to 0 so there's no blur. And then we're going to go back up there to our middle keyframe. We're going to take the blur. I don't know. It depends what you like. Once again, all these adjustments are based on the clip that you're editing and all that. And then we're going to take it back down to 0 just like that. And now when it brightens up, it'll kind of blur. See how that looks a lot better. Oh yeah, that looks way better than just normal. Another effect that you can do that's pretty similar to the glow and is kind of basic and like something that just makes your clips look a lot smoother in montages. I mean, you don't want to use the same thing over and over again because it'll get repetitive, but I'm going to use S Glow. And if you guys don't have Sapphire plugins, you can probably pause this video, go search up a video, and you could probably find it how to get them really easy. If not, and you actually like absolutely can't get it, you can just use the default glow. It's the same concept. But what I'm going to start off is I'm going to drag it onto my adjustment layer down here in the timeline, and I'm going to go back like 2 keyframes, and then I'm going to keyframe my brightness, and I'm going to bring it all the way down so there's absolutely no glow. And I'm going to go back to where he shoots the gun and go forward about 2 keyframes, just like right after it. I'm going to bring my glow up to whatever I want it to, whatever I feel like looks best. It's going to be different for everybody because you're probably not going to be editing the same clip. And then you can go down about a random amount of frames. It really doesn't matter. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't, you don't have to be that specific. And then I'm going to bring it all the way back down. And then you're going to get like that subtle glow. After I can actually, now that I'm gonna press U twice to bring up my keyframes back, and I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna just like, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna drag this one a little farther out, make the glow kind of just last a little bit longer. I think that looks alright. Before we end this video, you made it this far, go ahead and subscribe. Turn on post notifications if you enjoyed, and you guys can always go check out my Instagram. That's where I do my GFX. I'll leave it in the description below, and I think that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks, peace.